Well, I'll be. If that's not my hard drive space that's disappearing, I don't know what it is. But you know what? I don't care. This is fun. So last time we cleared Novalis, found a ship, and explored the waterworks where we found an infobot given to us by a plumber who showed Skid McMarx and his agent crashing on the X11th outpost of planet Iridia, which you can determine to be a very arid planet, thanks to top-grade detective work. Let's go ahead and find out what their deal is. Yeah, that's looking pretty arid. And completely unlike what it looks from the surface. I guess it's nighttime, so it's fair. One thing I need to comment on is that, look at that. See how you start off and you're given this kind of panoramic view of the landscape? The camera even wants to tilt automatically back up so you can see the whole dynamic landscape in motion. That's because Insomniac knew they were doing good when they were designing the levels in this game, and they felt confident enough to give this whole panoramic view because they knew that it would be more badass than anything. So this is the outpost of planet Iridia, the X11th one. Conveniently, we landed near Gadgetron Vendor. I suppose a landing pad would be near, you know, a weapons vendor in such a hostile environment. We can see absolute lack of an atmosphere, so God knows how we're breathing. Right, our mission: locate Skid McMarx and his agent. Agents always have useful information, indeed. Here's the map. We can either go into the outpost or explore the wild landscape behind us. Either option will lead us to a question mark, which is usually an indication that we're on the right track. Let's go ahead and go down here first. We locate Skid McMarx. Look at that.
It's him, Skid McMarx.
That man from the infobot.
In the flesh, little dude. You guys get a load of that epic space battle I was in?
We saw you, screaming for help.
That was like a war cry. My agent and I got ambushed on the way to hoverboard practice.
Did he survive the crash, sir?
He's okay, but I've had a little trouble getting back to my ship due to my sprained ankle.
Oh, come on.
If you can take out all the sand sharks, I just might have a spare hoverboard for you.
We'd love to help you, Mr. McMarx, but Ratchet and I need to find Captain...
One of your boards? I've always wanted a decent hoverboard. Well, alright. You just keep that foot elevated.
Alright, so we are going to kill all the sand sharks, and by doing that we're going to be given a hoverboard, which is by far my least favorite part of this game. The hoverboard races are hard as fuck, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with challenge, but I'm being honest when I tell you that I got stuck near the end of the game on a hoverboard race. I literally could not beat it, and I feel like I was doing something fundamentally wrong, which is why I'm looking forward to getting back there again. Ooh, let's break this open. What? Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. I had to nail it exactly in the center. No, just kidding. Okay, fine. No gold bolt for me, I guess. That's fine. I don't really use enough weapons to worry about that. Like I said, you don't really need that many weapons in this game. Your wrench does just fine. Although it is nice to have just the flamethrower, because you can just kind of spin around and just burn everyone up. And with how similar the weapons all are in terms of damage, this usually means that you kill a bunch of enemies at the same time and get lots of bolts. Very nice that they fixed it in the sequels, though. Again, operating under the assumption that the viewer somehow does not know what Ratchet & Clank is, I won't spoil what improvements they made in the sequels, just that there are quite a few. I'm glad that that's the case, huh? Because it's a very fun game so far. I'm really enjoying my time here. And the sequels are going to be even better. Although, that's not necessarily true. Because this is the game I have played the least in the whole Ratchet Clank franchise. Even less than the only one in the future trilogy that I have. But I think it's because it's the new factor that I'm enjoying myself. And I actually probably will not enjoy the other games as much because I just played them so much that I can almost do them blindfolded. Okay, maybe that's a little bit ballsy, but I digress. That's a long way from now, and I have an idea for what to do when I get to those games to just still keep them fresh for me. Because of course, I would not be doing this if I wasn't enjoying it, and I have to make sure I do enjoy it. Right, so there are just 6 sand sharks left. We can determine that they're down here, because it's the only part that we haven't explored. Let's make our way there at our earliest convenience. Let's get down there. Yep. Here it is. They're all dead. And so here's our hoverboard.
Here, man. Catch.
A brand new Z3000. You can't even buy these.
Well, I got a bail. Catch you dudes at the hoverboard races.
So he left, which is interesting because if he could leave at any time, then why didn't he do it right away? Which is actually a question to which I don't know the answer, honestly. Just as much as I don't know the answer to... Oh, I see. Yeah, that's his spaceship, and the thing that we found him near was his kind of the pod or something that he ejected in. What does it describe as? Oh, it doesn't say the description, whatever. So he got to his ship. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense now. That wasn't the ship that we found him next to. Completely logical. Maxed out. 13. Right. So we have helped skid Marks off his planet, and now we have to find the much more useful agent, which could provide us with some fairly useful information. Ooh, a flamethrower enemy. Something tells me that we should probably use the bombs against this guy as opposed to a flamethrower. Not that I expect there's going to be much of a difference. Right. Whoa. Risky. I wonder what these things are doing. It's just kind of putting those things in a mod. Like they're extracting something. This is baffling right here. If you have any idea what this could be used for, please let me know, because I can't figure it out. Oh, that combo. Damn, I couldn't quite reach. Right, so we're heading into the outpost, the main structure, which is bound to be just as dangerous as everything else, of course. There would not ever be a safe spot in this game or any other game in this series outside of the ship. I find it just amazing how literally everyone you come across tries to kill you. It's pretty interesting, actually. But we're not here to question these things, we're here to blow shit up and find Captain Quark. That's, of course, our main mission. Our current mission right now is to find the agent. So we have 2 directions that we can go in. I suppose since I'm already started on this one, let's go ahead and head here first. Oh shit. No. No. Fuck. Oh good, there's a checkpoint here. An interesting little note. about when you fall into the water or mud. You can't swim in there. You will always be able to jump out once, then twice, and then no matter what you do, you will always sink the third time. It's like they're giving you a few chances, like, okay, you fucked up, but we're nice, so we can, you can get out if you're not dumb. But if you are dumb, then you're gonna die. Really? I can't even get those bolts, and they're not even gonna like gravitate towards me or anything. Alright. So, ow. I wonder what these things are for, if it's like a production line or something, or if it's used to move machinery. It's probably used to move machinery, actually. Yeah. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it and it's not used for anything. Well, that's our confirmation there's no fall damage in this game, huh? Alright, a couple more sand sharks. We've confirmed the flamethrower's effectiveness against them, so let's go ahead and just... There we go. I wonder actually how the flamethrower works against these guys. Yeah, seems to work just fine. But because a bomb is worth 2 wrench hits and a flamethrower hit is only worth 1 wrench hit, then it's best to use the bomb, because I can do this and just destroy them. These guys are actually hitting these explosive crates, so that makes things a lot simpler for me. I can't even fathom to like think of why this is here. I'm trying to kind of figure out how this would make sense from a design that's not centered obviously around the fact that it's a video game. Like, if this weren't a video game, why would this be here? I really can't think of it. But that's fine. Convenient. It's even an indication telling you how to jump up there. I suppose it makes sense, because if you got here, that's the first time you have that mechanic in the game. You wouldn't really know what to do otherwise. 5,000 bolts. If only you had an idea how few of those bolts that actually is. That's barely anything. There's a weapon that costs 150,000 bolts. And that is a lot of bolts, as it were. It's a very large sum of bolts, which I'm going to get through unconventional means. Let's just leave it at that. In other words, I'm going to use a glitch to get infinite bolts to buy the weapon, because it's ridiculous how many playthroughs you need to do to be able to get that many of them. It's like, you probably have to go through 4 cycles of New Game Plus and break every single crate to find that many bolts. Well, maybe not like 4 of them, but like at least 2. Which I don't really want to do. Alright, we found the agent.
No signal whatsoever. This downtime is killing me.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Don't be so literal, son. The problem is I'm stranded on this backwater planet and my star client is nowhere to be found.
Hey, we saw you on that info bot. You're Skid's agent.
Was Skid's agent. Haven't seen him since our ship crashed. And an agent without a client is like a flea without a dog. Say, you look like an athletic kid. If you can bring back the championship prize from the hoverboard races in Blackwater City, I'll make you my next star.
We have no time for trivial matters, sir.
I could be the next Skid McMarks.
Bring the prize from the race. Oh boy. I really am not looking forward to having to do our races. So Blackwater City, I believe it was. Do we have to go back, or is it like a shortcut? I'm pretty sure we have to go back, which is fine. I think there's no fall damage in this game, but I don't want to risk it, so let's just... No, well, whatever. We're down to the surface already. Conveyor belt, that's the name. I was completely blanking out on what these things were called. That's such a relief to actually remember that. It's like, it's really weird. Sometimes I just forget what things are called. But luckily I now remember. Oh shit! I forgot. Yeah, we can't go here yet. We need a swing shot to grab onto that floating, spinning metal ball with 2 green circles painted on each side, which is the universal symbol for a swing shot. Right, so because we don't have a swing shot, we can't proceed here at all. We can't talk to the agent because we haven't done a race. We can't go here because we don't have the swing shot. So our next stop is logically going to be Planet Care-1, the metropolis of Planet Care-1 to be exact, where we will locate Captain Quirk. Well, rather visit Al's Robo Shack and see if he knows where Captain Quirk is. But that's for next time.